Hello everybody and welcome back to the Brick Ninja. Today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising set, Dragonian Storm Village. This set retails for $39.99 in the United States. It has 305 pieces. It is recommended for ages 7 plus and it is set number 71841 and it has a total of 6 minifigures. So now that we've got all of the introductions out of the way, let's get to the review of the set. So here's the Dragonian Storm Village. And this is a nice build. The build for this has a cage over here, which can be detached from the main build. And this cage can open up, and there's enough room in here for you to be able to fit one minifigure. And you can just slide that minifigure like so. So that is the cage. It uses a lot of brown staff pieces to connect to the top with these clips at the bottom. So that is the little cage for you to store a minifigure inside. And looking at the main play feature of this set, you have this little bridge right here and this little Technic pin on the side where you can just pull it out and it'll drop the bridge down so that it's basically like a trap door. So you can have your minifigure and, well, okay. Okay, there we go. She got stuck there for a second. And you just fall down into this little back cage, little dungeon area, where you actually get a skeleton minifigure in here. So technically, I guess you could say you get 7 minifigures in this set, but the skeleton is more of like an accessory. Well, not an accessory. I don't know what you would call it, but like this, the skeleton like serves a part of the set, you know, because obviously the skeleton is meant to say that somebody was here before you in terms of like storytelling, and they did not have much luck because, well, now there's just a skeleton left behind. And now over here on this side, there's a little weapons rack over here. There's a few clips. You have this little sword, and you can put a few extra weapons over here. And there are 2 stickers in this set, and they are right here. These little banners for the Dragonians. And you also have a little area up here where this little window frame is. There is enough room up here for you to be able to have one minifigure. So you can have one minifigure standing up right there. And you do have this secondary little mask right here that you can put on top of the Dragonian minifigures. And that just sits up here. And you have some lanterns up here. And now I'm going to move my camera down a little bit just to show you the last part right here, which is the centerpiece, where this build is identical, but it's kind of like a face, I guess. It looks like a face to me because these look like eyes and then a mouth down here. And you do have these little pieces right there where they can just come out. And you do also have this rope piece back here that just attaches onto the top. I'm not really sure what the purpose of this piece is with this set, but it's included and it's a good little piece to get. It's a rubber piece, so that could be useful for different things. So that is the main build of the set. Here is the little spinner side build that you get in this set. And this is a fun little side build. You get these 2 awesome big blade pieces, which are really cool. They have a lot of purple and some translucent light pink at the top and translucent dark pink at the bottom. And these pieces are both identical. And this little build right here does spin pretty well. Whoops. There we go. And on the box for this set, it does show 2 minifigures. So I'm just gonna grab 2 minifigures right here, and I'm actually gonna remove this minifigure's weapon just because my fingers are a little bigger than the target audience for this set. But you are able to have 2 minifigures on here, and whoops. Oh, and well, I'm sure you get the idea. You have two spots for 2 minifigures, and then you spin. You know, I'm sure they're supposed to stay on, but it's a little difficult when you have big fingers, and there's not much room. I'm sure that with kids that would probably be a lot easier. But, you know, it does serve its purpose. You can have an extra play feature with this little spinner here, and it does spin very well. Here's the Dragonian Warrior, and this is a really cool minifigure. The Dragonians are the new antagonistic force for Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 3, along with the Forbidden Five. And this minifigure, you get this really cool sword piece, and the wing just fell off. You have this dragon build right here, which comes in a lot of other sets, which can attach onto the back of the minifigure right here, just like that. And it's a really cool way to give the minifigure wings without actually having a wing piece. And then you have this little helmet right here, and removing the armor piece, here is the torso and leg printing. It looks like he's got lots of armor on, kind of a lightish gray. It kind of looks like chainmail almost. And here's the back printing, some more armor. Looks like it's all scratched up, so that's cool. It gives it kind of the effect that like he's been through a lot of battle and his armor's been scratched up. So that is the Dragonian Warrior. Here's the Dragonian Scout, and this minifigure has the same torso and leg printing as the Dragonian Warrior and the same armor piece, but he does have a different weapon. He has an axe and a mohawk, which is cool. And taking off the armor piece so that you can see the head, that is what his head looks like. It's a little different from the other face. This minifigure's mouth is more closed. And here is the back printing of the head and the torso. So that is the Dragonian Scout. Here is Rogue. And this minifigure is exclusive to this set. And Rogue is Jay's new identity for Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 3. And at the time of me recording this video, the season has not yet premiered, so I don't really know what's going on with Jay being called Rogue. But this is a really cool minifigure. He's got these really cool lightning accessory weapons that are attached onto these black dragon hilt pieces. And he has this really cool hat piece in dark blue. And he has a gold shoulder pad piece, which can also hold 2 swords, and a little mouth mask piece to cover up the bottom of his face. And now removing all of that, here's what the minifigure looks like with everything taken off. And this minifigure just has one facial expression. And he has a really nice color scheme that mostly comprises of dark blue with a little bit of light blue. The arms are 2 different colors, so that's neat. And you do have a little bit of red down here for the belt. And here's the back printing of the minifigure. So that is Rogue. Here is Nia. And this is Nia in her brand new storm suit for Dragons Rising Season 3. And this is a really cool minifigure. She has a little she has a shoulder pad piece, that's the word, shoulder pad piece, to hold 2 gold swords back here. And she has a new hood piece for this season, which is a combination light blue and kind of a gunmetal gray to go along with her color scheme for this season. I really like the gunmetal gray and the blue combination. I personally think it works well for Nia. This isn't my favorite Nia suit. I prefer some of her other suits in the past with more lighter blue in as the main color scheme, but this is still a pretty good suit. And these new hood pieces have been growing on me. I didn't love them at first, but they've been growing on me a lot. And taking that off and removing the shoulder pad piece so that you can see her back printing and her 2 face prints. So that is Nia. Here is Zane in his storm suit, and I really like this minifigure. This minifigure's color scheme is really cool. And Zane comes with one of the prismatic blades, which is the collectible item for this Ninjago wave of sets. This kind of clear sword. It's not translucent or see-through, but it's like a silvery white, which is a pretty cool new color for the classic Lego sword piece. And his helmet is a combination light gray and white, which is really cool. And here is his first face print. And he does have a second face print. And he has a black shoulder armor piece. And he does have, some back printing. So that is Zane. And here is Moro. And this minifigure is awesome. This is my very first Moro minifigure. I was never able to get him back when Ninjago Season 5 Possession was running back in 2015. So it's very cool that 10 years later, Moro has returned. This is a really awesome minifigure. His weapon, it has 2 little daggers that attach with black anti-studs, and they attach to a kind of sand green color on the Monkey King or Monkey Kid staff piece from the Lego Monkey Kid theme. And this minifigure has a neck-length black hair piece and a dark green shoulder pad piece, and similar to Rogue, the same type of mask piece. Here he is with everything taken off, and I love this minifigure. His arm over here, that's translucent green with kind of a lime green hand to all match his ghost appearance, is very cool. And he has a lot of dark green on the torso and a little dragon symbol right there. And he has some lime green down here and some more dark and light green. And turning him around, he does have a second facial expression and some back printing with some symbols right there that I'm sure are probably letters to form a word in Ninjargon, the Ninjago language, but I'm not really good at decoding exactly what those words mean when they're not in English. So this is Moro, and this is just a great minifigure. Definitely one of my favorite Ninjago minifigures from recent times. So that is my review of the LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising set, Dragonian Storm Village, and I think that this is a really good set. This set has, in my opinion, 2 sides to it. The first side that I'm going to talk about is the Ninjago collector and the minifigures, and then the second side is pretty much people that minifigures are not their main draw when it comes to LEGO. So starting with the minifigures, This set is pretty much all about the minifigures, with two of them being exclusive to this set being Moro and Rogue. This set is really, really well made for the minifigures because you get two Dragonians, two exclusive minifigures, and two Ninja. So you have a lot of playability with the minifigures for kids, a lot of collectability for AFOLs that are Ninjago fans like myself. And overall, the set itself is really good. It's not great. For something called a village, this really isn't much of a village, but it is still really good for what it is. I think that, you have the little cage, you have a weapons rack, it's not amazing, but it is really good for what it is. So I think that obviously for Ninjago fans, this set is a must-have, and I totally recommend it because there's just a lot to love here for Ninjago fans. But for Lego fans that minifigures aren't their main draw, but they might still like to collect Ninjago every now and then if the builds are really good, then this is probably a set that you could skip out on because, like I said, the build is good, but it's not great. It's not amazing. There are so many Ninjago sets that are on the market right now that are way better than this one. Like out of 10 overall, like the build is honestly probably like out of 10 is probably like a 5.5 or a 6 out of 10, like maybe 6.5, but it's pretty good. So there is just not really anything here that like there's no wow factor to the build of this set. It's mainly just the minifigures. So for people that might collect Ninjago sets if the builds are really good, but they don't necessarily care about the minifigures or the characters, then this set is probably a set that you can skip, especially since you get Dragonians in pretty much every other Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 3 set, and Zane and Nia are not exclusive to this set, so you can also get them in other sets. But Moro and Jay / Rogue are exclusive to this set, so this is definitely one that Ninjago fans are going to want to pick up, especially for the minifigures. So those are all of my thoughts and opinions on this set. Thank you all for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on this set down below in the comments section. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest content coming from my channel. And as always, Ninjago!